Hello there guys, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. So, what are we looking at today? Well, it's another Devil Driver contract ship, and it's called the ShadowHawk. Now, basically this ship is another transport ship, so its pure design is to basically just get 6 troops or more standing around the battlefield as sort of, well, I say as quickly as possible. It's still quite a slow ship, but as effectively as possible, so it can get in and get out fairly quickly and, you know, get out there without any bother. So this is the ship itself. Now, I've had a few issues with it, and I've had a few issues with the mods that I've got working on this, and basically these thrusters either side would blow up, but those are basically the wing compartments of the ship. It's very angled, a lot like the Centurion is. Reason for deflection, main thing that lets it down is this heap of glass at the front, but I've made it as sort of airy as possible in the front so the pilots can see as much as possible. The idea sort of sprouted around the Gremlin from Titanfall, if you've ever played Titanfall, and basically it's just like a troop transport carrier. Besides, there's no opening doors, purely because I didn't want to cause any issues with sort of, you know, either lag or anything like that through the use of pistons and rotors, and I've had pistons and rotors break on me when they've updated, so I didn't want to, you know, enforce that on this world, because it does cripple the ships if you don't have the working things. Things start flapping around and stuff. But this is the ship itself. It only has one Gatling cannon, which can be reloaded from inside. Inside the actual ship as well, there are some small cargo containers, so you can load them up as well. If we take you inside, there's like a nice seating area here, some windowed areas where you can actually see out of to see where you're going. And this is the cockpit. Now, I like these cockpits, the very open-aired ones, and it's dual cockpitted because you'll tend to have one person sort of manning the gun and another one driving and flying the ship. Of course, the machine guns are only forward firing, but oh well. Now, this ship actually does support a battery, which this is part of the Azimuth's mod, and it basically just charges up and whatnot and allows it to, you know, run without using up all the energy from the thrusters. It does have cameras front and back. Well, I say front and back, I mean inside here. So there's one in there for the crew, and there's one behind, just so if you're parking or if you're being tailed, you can see what's actually tailing you and try and figure out what to do with it. So again, so this ship is just, again, it's purely based around getting people in and out. It's a lot faster than the Lugger. It's a lot nicer as well in design. The reason why it's called the ShadowHawk is because it kind of has this bird-like wing section. The actual wings themselves sort of fold in, like, you know, like angle into the ship and not just hit them, which is kind of nice. It all flows a little bit better, and it just looks like it's muscular and it's beautiful. And again, a lot like the Centurion over there, the armor's very angled to deflect anything that gets thrown at it, which is really, really good for just, you know, getting troops in and out. So if we copy and paste this, hopefully it won't break like earlier. I basically tried to record this video earlier, and the ship's thrusters decided to absolutely collapse on me. When I say that, I mean the ship's thrusters decided to basically blow up. I don't know what went wrong, nothing was obscuring them, but I started pulling off and they just blew up. So this is it, and as you can see, it's a lot quicker, you know, flying around and around. And the best part about it is when you get to the point where you want to drop, it drops. So this thing can get down. Of course, I've just broken the landing kit, where you can get down, get up, fly out of there quite quickly, and it's probably quicker on the up now than it is in the down. Yeah, look at that. So it's a very nice ship to fly, especially if, you know, you want some sort of sportiness from a cargo ship. But overall, I do enjoy this ship because it adds a little bit of variation, and the best part about this one is you have to pilot it. There is no radio controlled section like on the Lugger. Now, if you actually look at the differences, The lugger can only hold 4 people, including the pilots, so it's kind of classed as a less, important ship, whereas this ship has to be manned for having the skill of, 2 pilots at the wheel as such, and you've got another 6 crew in here, and potentially more if they're standing up, so there's a lot to sort of, protect. So if you've got 2 people flying, it's a lot better and less errors can happen, especially when you're being fired at, by having an actual person in the cockpit. So that is the Devil Driver ShadowHawk. If you guys have enjoyed this ship, then leave a like, comment, and sort of favourite the video. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. If you do have any ideas for ships, I will happily take them into account. Please try and avoid rotors and pistons as they are buggy as hell right now. But if you guys again have enjoyed this, then stay tuned for some more. Peace!